Here with more Space Engineers, and today, we're playing with welder settings. Oh, all right. So, what are we doing? Well, I've decided we're going to build a shipyard, and the rest of this week will be basically building the ship. Because remember, I said wasn't sure what I wanted to do with that area over there. Well, I think I'm going to turn it into a shipyard, and we'll basically be building a ship that we will carry forward into into probably the next series. Get all of our stuff charged up. Now, what I did is I actually modded my block file for the welder. I will probably do some kind of tutorial on that for the folks that are curious as to how to do it. It's not difficult. You just have to remember to reset it. And it is something that will get reset automatically when Keen does any type of updates to the game. If they touch that file, the blocks file, it's going to reset. So once you know how to do it, it's actually fairly easy. You just have to be careful, because if you're not sure of the math, you will end up with something that kills you. All right, so with the settings that I have, as you can see here, we've got 14 blocks of depth starting at the tip of the welder going outwards. And it gives us a width of 15 blocks starting from the end going out that way. So that'll be your center block and your 7 blocks on either side of that. So because of the fact that it's a 2x1 block, the outer edge of that sphere is here. Now, what it will do, excuse me, is this will basically be centered from whatever the number is that you put in for the range. So be aware of that. So basically it generates a sphere based on the number that you put in for range. And like I said, I'll go through and do a separate video on how to do this. If you're interested, let me know. It's not difficult. You just need a little bit of XML. Well, actually, you don't even need XML experience if you're doing that, if you follow somebody's guide. But, you know, it's always worth taking a look. All right, so what I need to do now is we're going to grind this stuff down. It's going to take a little bit. And so we're going to talk a bit about why I've done this. The short version is that Bob has a problem grinding blocks down on his own. So when your grids get to a certain point, it doesn't even have to be a PCU count. It just has to be with when you get far enough away and you come back into range. If you have a Bob on the station, he may decide to go rogue and eat your base. Now, he doesn't do this consistently, so it's not always the same block, or if it is, it's basically triggered by some loading or unloading of the blocks. And I think what's going on is Bob loses track of the ownership permissions. And so because Bob only can take one block at a time, when you come back in, and you saw in the last video, we were standing there and Bob just decided, nope, he's going to start eating blocks. So, yeah. Now, I need to try turning off the, the priority list for the blocks. That might address it. I haven't really done a whole lot of testing on any of this, so I'm not overly sure exactly what the limitations are, what the triggers are. And so I'll probably do a little bit of that off camera just to, experiment a little bit. But okay, so we know that this thing is now 15 blocks from the center, right? And so we are going to go, let's change that out. And I think we're going to go, let's go blast doors with this. So we'll do that. And this is actually going to be our wall. Since we know that that goes, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That it'll weld out to. And we're going to do the same on this one, which is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's where we're going to put the next welder. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so those two welders get us out to there. Not a bad amount of space. All right, and then we know that it's going to come out. Let's go and drop that out. We're going to do blast doors. And, okay. Let's check here. All right, that's the direction we want. And you're going to be 1. Actually, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 14. Should be large enough. And do I want to go? I'm trying to decide if I want to go any further out. I need space to walk around. So we'll do that. And then that gives us, that basically gives us this much width. I mean, that's going to be a lot of room. In fact, that might be too much room. Oh. I might need to move that back some. We might actually need to move our welder over a few blocks. To see. Alright, so if we go. If you figure we're going to go here, so I need to move it in just a wee bit. Okay, how far does that go? That means we're going to need to move this thing over, because this is going to be, remember we want this to be 1 block past where it's going to weld up, right? So that's 4, so we need to move it in because it's 7 from the center, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, just do it this way. Okay. So we need to move this over from here 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to go here. And then from here, let's just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I do, yes, that's right, because this is going to be our path to walk around inside, and that's going to be a wall. Alright, let's do it this way. Alright. This can go out. Alright, so now we do a bunch of this, and we will take that out there. Ah, crap. There we go, right. Now remember, that should be 8. That should be the 8th block. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to weld to that point. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go grab some steel plates. And oh, come on, really? All right. Do that. And we're going to pick up a whole bunch of plates because we're going to be out here for a while. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead, get this stuff set up. Like I said, you're going to be...
No matter how hard you push, that will never fit.
There. Alright, so we're going to have a conveyor there. We're going to put a conveyor there. And these are going to be inside the wall. I think we're just going to go basic conveyor tube. I'll run this down this way. All right. So we will do the manual weld up on this. We'll get all of this going. And the welders set up like this make amazing defenses. Let's go welder. Now I did try some of the welder mods that are out there, and I couldn't. None of them really worked the way that I wanted them to. Which is fine. There's a lot of really good mods out there. So I figured, since I couldn't get it to work quite the way I want it, we would, yeah, make something that worked for us. Now, I do have to remember that I need to change that. I need to change it back once we're done. Oh. So the rest of this, I think, is just going to be me basically placing a whole lot of blast blocks out here, building out the range and welding it all up. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and place all the blocks down, and we'll come back. I'll turn on the welder so you can see it working, because we're going to go through something like 50K, easily 50K of blocks or metal plates in the weld up. So let me go ahead and do that quick cut, and we will be right back. And we're back. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn on the beast of a welder. In fact, let me get myself parked over here, and we'll do this from the camera view so that we can actually watch the whole thing. Because one of two things is going to happen. This is either going to be absolutely amazing, or it's all going to blow up in our face. So let's see how this goes. All right. So if we grab our welders, this also allows us to stay away from the flashing blocks. Oh, my count was off by 1. And we're out of plates. I guarantee it, we're out of plates. We are out of plates. Oh man. All right. So I count that as a successful test. So what I'll do is probably at like this point I'll put another welder in just to capture the center. And that basically allows us to get the vast majority of this thing built. And we'll actually on Wednesday be able to start building a ship. So on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you and getting things built. It's always fun to build these kind of stupid things. And like I said, I will probably be doing a tutorial in the near future if there's any interest in it. If there is, let me know down in the comment section. For the rest of it, you know the routine. And we're going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of the week. And we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.